I wonder if when the callers start becoming personalities and becoming guests on the shows. Here's another record. Maybe we ought to just have Leonard cart all this stuff up and we'll play it today instead of talking to all these pinheads. Oh, we can't play this on the air.
What is it?
Well, the name of the group, first of all, is Blowfly, so that should give you a pretty good idea. And the name of the song, well, there are two cuts on here. On most 45s, there generally are two sides, right?
I got a whole pack of
very observant.
A Blowfly, right?
Yeah, well, that's another one. On one side, the first black president, and on the other side, give me that old 69, the number song. Those ought to be good, huh? Play those on Stan's show.
Yeah, we'll listen to them.
Dade County, hello.
Hello?
Yes.
I'd like to talk to Neil, please.
You're talking to him, sir. This is he.
Yes. Hi. I wanted to call you on Friday or Saturday, but I was away for the week.
Yeah. Who is this? Wait a minute. Is this the guy from Miami Vice?
No, sir, I'm not.
Is this Michael Talbot?
No, sir.
Oh, okay. Go ahead, sir.
Yep. I took my family Thursday night to that place, Candle Fiesta Tacos. The one that brought you the lunch on Thursday.
Yeah.
I wanted to tell you that the food was excellent.
Yeah, it was very good.
The service was good, and the food, and I really recommend that place very highly.
Great.
Okay, just wanted to tell you that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll be sending you your worst alert alarm in the mail, sir. An entry for the Neil Rogers Exotic Erotic Hawaiian Vacation Contest.
Yeah, I told you.
Right as I speak.
Yeah, I told you today.
Oh, we can always make a last-minute change. There's not even a picture in this. Listen to this. Dearest Neil. Is that a fey enough start for you? I cannot express the excitement and anticipation that filled my lower body when I heard you announce that you were looking for a companion to accompany you to the beautiful Isle of Hawaii. His name is Jay, but his closer friends call him Joy. I'm a 20... What are you laughing about? I haven't even got to the good part yet. I am a 22-year-old male flight attendant who loves to go around the world. Need I say more? I am an Anglo-Miami native, but love to mix with the different cultures. I'm 5 foot 10 inches tall and weigh 150 pounds. I have long blonde hair and an earring in my right ear.
Oh, now I've learned what that means.
I've had several layovers in Hawaii.
I bet.
While working flights, but never have had a chance to spend an extended period of time there. I'm a very party-oriented guy. Would love a chance to do Hawaii with you. We could go strictly platonic if you wanted to, but from my experience, it can get pretty lonely and cold during the nights there. Who knows what might happen if we shared a suite together.
It doesn't get cold at night.
No, it doesn't get cold at night. His hobbies are jogging, sports, hanging around gyms, and Wesson Oil. Just kidding. You believe this? P.S. Say hi to Glenn Hill for me. Oh, this probably somebody who hangs out at the Thai Orchid restaurant.
Which I do hang out at, by the way.
We heard with the J. We know all about you.
Yeah,
You might as well. You might as well. In the noon hour, Glenn is coming out of the closet on the air.
Don't hold your breath, okay?
1 o'clock hour? Boy, we're just loaded with stuff. I beg your pardon?
That last letter sounded so good. I'll go to Hawaii with it.
Okay, Mike Wolf would like Jay to call him in the newsroom. Mike wants to go to Hawaii with Jay. Is there no hope for anybody in this building?
Questionable.
My dear Mr. Rogers, I tune to you every 10 a.m. When you talk about jockstrap, etc., I tune out. When you discuss an issue, and nobody does that better than you, I listen. And when you want cooperation, you get it. You belittle the early bird participants. How about you? Codging food. What is codging? Do you ever hear that before?
No.
Is there such a word as codging? There is? Codging food from places just so you can give them a kind word. Do you ever offer to pay? Or do you think you are entitled to freebies because you are Neil Rogers? I regret your new attitude. Your sidekick is an idiot trying to be your clone. Go back, says Mrs. Irwin Jacobs in Point East in North Miami Beach. Oy vey, in Point East. Well, we'll be doing our show remote tomorrow from Sadie's Buffet in Plantation, or Davie, wherever the hell that is. Look at the phones now. They're finally beginning to light up. They're finally getting with the program.
You are not in the new issue of People that we got.
I'm not going to be in any issue of People, and you can take that. Give me that. In the wastebasket. We don't want any more of that fluff. We want only substance on this show, okay?
Oh.
No more of that silly stuff with Elvis and Don Johnson's chest and rubbing his belly with Wesson oil. We don't want to hear about that anymore, okay? Enough of that crap.
Now, I don't understand.
We want this station to go back to being the intellectual, the substance station that it once was.
I don't understand this letter.
What?
I would appreciate, dear Mr. Hill, I would appreciate if you would be good enough to forward.
And look at this. Here's one that says Boone in the box. I like that. That's my mindless audience, those automatons. No matter what I tell them, man, they do it. With one exception.
If you would forward the enclosed envelope addressed to Miss Betty Lee Lumbago to her for me. She appeared as a guest on WINS about a year ago. At that
That's
time,
one of those substantive callers I was talking about.
Oh, I see what
one of Mike's
is.
callers.
At that time, 2 doctors also were guests on the program. I see. So she wants me to forward this to I see what it is, to a guest that we had on the show. Betty Lee Plumbago.
We're talking about aches and pains, no doubt.
Right. Now I understand what they want.
Okay. Let's take a break here just for the hell of it. 25 past 11 at W. Not going to believe today's mail. I mean, no matter what we've had in the past. First of all, we have a copy of Playgirl here from May of, I don't know what year this is. And there is an Errol Flynn in the box and a Yul Brynner in the box. I can't believe it. There's a picture of Yul Brynner stark naked and a picture of Errol Flynn.
Stark naked.
Stark naked.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe it.
There it is.
Of course, there are a lot of other pictures in here of people who are less famous stark naked.
Like Lauderdale Boys, yeah.
And these pictures do tend to be a lot more interesting than the Flynn in the box and the Brenner in the box. But I just thought I would mention that. We thank the very entertaining. But wait till you hear this. You are not going to believe it. And you see right in my hand. And the letterhead says, Pope John Paul II addresses the entertainment and media industries, Universal City, California. You're not going to believe this. Mr. Neil Rogers, WINZ Radio, Miami, Florida. Dear Mr. Rogers, as you are probably aware, His Holiness Pope John Paul II will be visiting Los Angeles on September 15th and 16th of this year. While here, the Pope will discuss the potential of modern communications as a means of unifying the peoples of the world. The Holy Father will speak to the leaders of the nation's communications industries, print, television, radio, recording, and motion picture on Tuesday afternoon, September 15th at 3 p.m. at the Registry Hotel in Universal City here in Southern California. I would like to extend to you as a leader in your professional field a personal invitation to join Pope John Paul in a consideration of the media's contributions to human enrichment. May I ask that you please fill out and return the enclosed card so that we have an exact seat count and thereby make the necessary arrangements. And there's the card.
You're invited.
Looking forward to having you join us at Universal City for this historic meeting of the Pope with communications leaders, and with kindest personal regards, Most Reverend Roger Mahoney, Archbishop of Los Angeles.
Unfortunately, that doesn't correspond with when you're going to be in California.
Yeah, wouldn't that be great? That would be hysterical.
Now, are you going to open that box, or are you afraid? Are you afraid to open? Oh, here we go. We have a big box here.
It's probably a voodoo doll of the Moon Man. Would that be a moon in the box?
It could be.
Okay.
And here we go.
Here we go.
Probably cigars or something.
No.
You don't think it's cigars? It's a double wrapped box.
Woo!
Could be anything. God knows. Could be anything. Boy, is this wrapped. Oh, here we go. All right. I think it is a voodoo doll. It's a little... Oh, no. Oh, my God. Oh, no. No, no,
It
no.
should have been addressed to you.
It should have been addressed to me. You're right. Oh, my God.
It's an official Pepsi Collector Series Tweety Bird glass. Do you believe that? There's Tweety right on the glass. And may I present that to you in lieu of this week's paycheck?
Yeah.
And, of course, wouldn't you know, it also has a cassette.
Of course.
And whatever it is he wants on a cassette, please provide me with some of your material.
Yeah, I guess he deserves that.
Yeah, it's the least you could do for him.
From Lauderhill.
Isn't that exciting?
Yeah.
Boy, this mail today, I'm telling you.
We'll throw it in the stack, and good luck to you. By
the way, the latest radio rumor, Fowler is out, and Sandy Peyton will be surfacing at W Snooze in a couple of months.
We've been saying that.
Or less.
Yeah, we've been saying that for weeks.
Yeah, well, that's the rumor.
Sandy will do that.
Much more prominent now than it was for a while.
Yeah.
So those of you who miss Sandy, those of you with bad memories.
Oh, Sandy.
Where's Sandy?
Where's the TV repairman, Sandy? And the collectibles man. He was so wonderful, Sandy.
Looks like they're going to get their wish. And, you know, she's always good for, like a 2-5.
Sure.
Absolutely. Dade County, hello.
Barbara Capitman.
Hi, Barbara. How you doing? This is Harvey.
I'd like to talk about Article on Miami Beach. I mean, they want to tear down these Article buildings.
Are you a pinhead?
Excuse me?
Okay, another pinhead. Can you believe that?
Good call.
Just because Mike's a little upset. Can you believe that he would do that? I can't believe he would pull that on us. Broward County, hello.
Hi, Neil. How are you?
Okay.
First, I want to tell you, don't be upset with mail from Point East. It's the original Century Village.
Yeah, I know that.
Okay. Second of all, did you hear on TV or radio that the day the Pope is here that they're going to block I-95 from the museum to 103rd Street all day? Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Well, separation of church and state. We believe in it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
In fact, all over Dade County, everywhere you go, you got all these people. Even the Jews have bumper stickers. We love John Paul II. Just become the in thing to do now.
Thank goodness I don't have to worry about getting around Miami, but you're supposed to have to go down there that day.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Forget it.
I guess you'll have to go to the Broward Mall instead.
I was there yesterday looking for you.
We're at the Broward Mall?
No, but you were at the track.
I was at Calder. I was plunging my brains out, boy. I'll tell you, never cashed a ticket.
No?
No. And in the last race, I had 4 horses boxed in the trifecta, and all 4 of them were in front with less than a half a mile to go. In the midway and the final turn, all 4 of my horses were leading. One of them was 20-1, one was 11-1, and I said, I can't lose. There's no way I could lose. You know what?
What happened?
I lost. Here came that 11 horse on the rail, just flying by everybody and winning the race. I couldn't believe it.
I just have to tell you one more thing. I was home doing some work on Friday when John was on. If you have that tape, you could fall out of your chair laughing.
You mean Chris?
No, she means John on the phone.
Oh, John.
First and then Chris.
Yeah.
It was so funny.
It was great.
Oh, it couldn't have been funnier.
We've had no comment on it, but it's been great. You're the first one, because our audience basically are a bunch of young pinheads, and they have nothing of substance.
I was sitting here hysterical.
Yeah.
Just hysterical. All right, listen, have a good day.
You too.
Okay.
Adios.
Bye.
Buenas vistas.
Broward County. What's this?
Jim Baker's former bodyguard suggested Thursday that the disgraced PTL founder was using the ministry's lavish bonus system to pay for homosexual gratification in his studio office. Don Hardister, pardon the name, was enraged by a story in Time magazine that said he was duped into guarding the door of Baker's office while men he thought were having a business meeting were actually having sex.
Yeah, I heard that on CNN.
How do you like that?
Into last week, I heard that on CNN.
Dade County, hello. I think we may have to...
Move over, Honda. Make way, Suzuki. The ultimate two-wheel experience is here. Yes, 5,000 cc's of flaming fury, waiting for a man macho enough to tame it. It's the Kamikaze XS, and it'll take you from 0 to 200 miles an hour in under 6 seconds. Hold tight, because this babe's got everything except brakes. The Kamikaze XS. It's the last motorcycle you'll ever ride.
because we still haven't forgotten World War II. Yankee dog.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for flying Delta Airlines. We're presently cruising at an altitude of 35,000 feet. Whoa! Our captain has just shut off the main engines, so we'll be plunging to 5,000 feet, at which time we will be losing lunch in the main cabin. If you look out your windows, you'll notice below us there's a Continental Airlines jumbo jet, which we will miss by mere inches. Our flight time to Chicago is exactly 2 hours, but that doesn't matter either since we'll be landing in Atlanta, and incidentally, on the wrong runway. Delta is proud to be the new official airline of Walt Disney World. So when you think Mickey Mouse, think Delta. On behalf of Captain Goofy and the crew, have a pleasant flight.
Last week, WINZ broadcast an editorial concerning gambling and a lottery in Florida. Here with another viewpoint is Barbara Capitman, president of the Art Deco Societies of America.
In response to WINZ's editorial on the issue of gambling, gambling is suggested as the only alternative to continued crime, poverty, and deterioration, particularly on Miami Beach. But this is not what recent history suggests, and it is a view that is the easiest and requires the least work and creativity. The editorial also suggested for Miami Beach what will happen to this world-famous historic resort is that it become a residential area filled with yuppies commuting to Brickell Avenue. This is an old dream of developers who make their real money on high-rise development. What is needed is a bolder use of what we have, our own unparalleled resources, to create another era, the early 20th century. Spend the fortunes proposed for new gambling hotels on preservation of what we have. We should now ask ourselves, does Williamsburg need gambling?
Okay.
I love it. One other thing. Hit it.
There he goes. On his way with those, what do they call those snakes that they put in there? Just disgusting.
Put your feet to my head, and we'll go to bed. Give me that old 69. Give me that old 69. Give me that old 69. Though the bed may creak, we'll have fun tongue-in-cheek. Give me that old 69. Some folks lay simple way, but old Blowfly follow the trend, because sexually I'd much rather be meeting at opposite ends. Give me that old 69. Give me yours and you'll get mine. Won't you let me arrange this even exchange? Give me that old 69. Yeah. Thank you, ma'am. Played dark with every nerve. But after that, it's all old hat. I gotta be in reverse. Give me that old 69. Give me that old 69. You can tell how I'm hung by the tip of your tongue. And to know where I've been takes the smell of my chin. The thing to my face, 'cause not a thing can replace that old 69. Just turn right around here, baby.
Oh, boy. Oh, yeah.
That'd be
Jackie, behave yourself.
Just when you thought Craftco Records couldn't possibly...
Response to my comments about the senator and Barbara Capitman and all of that other good stuff that we talked about right at the beginning of the show. I haven't even heard this yet, but I understand through the grapevine that this could be a radio classic.
This is the real Barbara Capitman, not one of Neil Rogers' warped psychopaths that continually mimic my voice. I hear you playing, I heard you play the tape this morning from almost a year ago, that your prize is a collector's item, Neil. My listener's response to another of your misguided and unsuccessful efforts, that of gambling. Today, as usual, you've come up on the side of dull, know-nothing, sick humor about the Art Deco district. You missed the entire point. The senator is threatened not because it is old, ugly, disabilitated, or disgusting, dilapidated or disgusting, as you said this morning, but because it is with the other Art Deco buildings on Miami Beach enough of a tourist attraction to need private parking for 450 refurbished rooms, 1,500 dining room seats, and other amenities that the Royale Group proposes to provide as soon as 5 weeks from today. The Royale Group is misguided also in focusing on tearing down the Collins Avenue buildings for a parking lot for their old ugly hotels as you see them, but not as off the track as in your blindness you have been on what the real issues are that are currently rocking Miami Beach. Barbara Capitman.
Oh, that was kind of an abrupt ending there, right? Like signing off, over and out. Well, thank you so much, Barbara. What can I say that we haven't said before? I think the operative words there were old, ugly, and disgusting.
I'm just so glad she listens to the show.
Oh, yeah. She wouldn't miss the show for all the Art Deco on South Beach. The Art Deco. The Senator. Boy, what a building that is. It's beautiful. And, of course, the beach is just loaded. There are piles on the beach of people who are coming from coast to coast to see those marvelous, those wonderful buildings, those great buildings from days of yore. Oy vey.
When's the last time you were on Miami Beach?
Well, it was about a week after I was on the Century Village tour bus in Deerfield. And, you know something? I couldn't even tell the difference. It was incredible. It looked like the same ambiance and the same surroundings. Like some of the people I understand are on the phone today.
Uh-oh.
And, boy, we'll see how long they stay on the air. What is this all of a sudden? Right in midweek, we seem to be shifting gears.
Yeah.
Well, in honor of my good friend Howard Kleinberg at the Miami News, who would like us to go back to those good old days when Howard could put his head down on the counter and nod off as a guest in the middle of the show. You've heard the last guest on this program, ladies and gentlemen.
Official?
That is official.
Wow.
There will never be another guest.
Well, so Linda can relax.
Show.
She can just...
And she shouldn't take it personally, because I like Linda, even though she despises me with a passion now, because she's sensitive. But I like her a lot. I'm not too fond of her boyfriend, but that's another story. And Tom Jicka. Tom's a good friend. He's a great guy. He's a great guest. But, you know, we can't disrupt the format of the show for one person, right? And he does show up around town.
Yeah.
He touches all of the bases.
Except at the wonderful Isle of Dreams. He's been banned.
Oh, that's true. He has been banned over there because they don't like the truth.
Right.
The truth shall not set you free over at Cox Broadcasting, which just coincidentally Cox happens to own the Miami News.
That's true.
Cox Newspapers, Cox, that incestuous, insidious relationship.
And they banned...
that we all know and love.
They banned Tom. It's amazing.
Exactly. Just like the audience would like to ban some individuals on this show. We won't mention any names, but...
What's the picture you have there?
No, the pictures that I have here are the ones from yesterday. You've obviously been so busy with all of that work. The first picture is a picture from, I don't remember his name, but he's a very nice young man.
You're keeping those close to your heart.
And he looks a little bit like Alice.
Yes.
Mikey. His name is Mikey.
Okay.
And what can I say? No, Mike's a nice guy. And then, of course, and here's the other picture of Mikey.
Mm-hmm. Not bad.
Oh, he's okay. Nice guy. Then I have the picture of John, of course, which I'm fumbling for. And John is very, very attractive young man who is successful. He's got his own business. He's 22, and I'd be delighted to spend an hour or two with John. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm going to give him a call one of these days when he least expects it. And we'll meet, very discreetly in the middle of Medley or somewhere. And we'll see what's going on with John. But, just to go over there for a week or 10 days with somebody you don't know on such short notice.
Not a good idea.
Is not a good idea.
Right.
Now, somebody should happen to come in here from the Boy Scouts during the next hour or two with a... What is that? More hate mail for the bird?